Hi everyone, how are you all doing? If this is the first time that you're watching my video, thank you for stopping by. My name is Natalie. I hope that if you enjoy what I do and share on this channel, you can subscribe and share it with your friends. In this video, we are going to talk about this upcoming week astrology, and we'll end the video with a message from the universe with tarot and oracle cards. So this video will be talking about May 13 to 19. This is quite a packed week. There's a lot of aspect transit happening. So when there's a week where we have a lot of cosmic energy moving and flowing, one thing to keep in mind is to really stay grounded and take care of yourself, take care of your energy. And just be gentle with yourself in general, because we're moving through a lot of different energy and aspect. Whether this is happening individually for you, you're experiencing people that is expressing that energy, or this can be a collective energy. So just keep that in mind and just try to maybe slow down a little bit if you can, and give yourself some time and space in between, and remember to rest and stay grounded. So right on Monday, on May 13, we have Sun conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So we have that aspect during the new moon last week, but this aspect come to an exact conjunction today on Monday. So this week we're definitely still feeling that new moon energy playing off with us, for us. So this aspect can be like a sudden plot twist change, right? Because we're talking about Uranus with Sun, so maybe something will be revealed, right? Something might come out from maybe you're discovering like a secret or finding clarity, or it might be internal, you receiving a revelation, aha moment, right? And this might be sudden with Uranus, like a little surprise that kind of maybe caught you off guard, that's like out of the blue. So keep that in mind. This can be what is revealing to you from the new moon as well. So pay attention and see what that might mean for you. And this can also be you. You experience this energy, and because of that sudden change, that energy of sudden change, you might do or say something that is not your usual self, right? You might say something that you usually won't say, or you might decide to take a risk or make a decision that you don't usually make, right? So it can be out of the box thinking and action as well. And for our body, since we're talking about Taurus, this is talking about our sensual experience as well. Sun Uranus can also be that little bit of a hectic energy, right? Because Uranus can talk about our nervous system. It can be like either we feel extra tired or extra energized, right? Because it's a spectrum of energy. We experience both, right? Some can feel extra energized, some can feel extra tired. You might feel a little bit overwhelmed, right? It's like this. And also, just remember, I'm recording this on a Sunday. So we also just have that solar flare, which is one of the strongest in the past 20 years. So it's big, right? Because it also creates a change in the electromagnetic field that around the earth. That's why some parts in the US, Canada, and I think maybe a bit of Europe too, maybe, they got to see the aurora light, right? So because of that sudden change, it can also cause our nervous system to feel a little overwhelmed. Some of us might be feeling restless, extra tired, like I said, maybe a headache even. So slow start for this upcoming week is the best way to go if it's possible for you. And just see what comes up for you. Stay hydrated and stay grounded. Also, on the same day, on the 13th, we are officially out of the post-shadow energy of Mercury retrograde. So finally, we're out in the clear with the Mercury retrograde post-shadow energy. So in the past couple of months, we have been working with Mercury in Aries, and there was a Mercury retrograde that took place. So maybe from this week onwards, you might be finding some clarity as to what you're moving through the past couple of months, or especially last month or so, when we're really deep in that Mercury retrograde energy. Next day on 14, we have Venus in Taurus having a sextile with Saturn in Pisces, which was also being felt last week during the new moon. So like I said, you're definitely feeling that new moon energy. Maybe you're integrating what's been happening, what's been revealing to you from that new moon this week as well. So like I said, this can be with Saturn in Pisces and Venus in Taurus. This can be about relationships and money matters. This can be you get serious about these topics, right? Finalizing something, talking about boundaries on money matters, investment, relationships, because we're talking about Saturn and Pisces. Whether you want to do this or not, whether you want to take action or not, to let it go or not, so on and so forth. This can also be a day with Venus and Pisces at the same time. This can also be a day where you might want to relax. You might want to lay back a little bit, slow down a little bit, especially from yesterday, Monday's Sun conjunct Uranus. This might be the aftermath of Monday, where you want to just take it slow, lay back a little bit, maybe reflect on what's been happening as well, what's been revealing to you, how you're feeling and sensing. On next day, May 15 or 16, depending where you are in the world, Mercury is going to enter Taurus. May 16, 1:05 a.m. Hong Kong time, or May 15, 1:05 p.m. Eastern time, so adjust the time according to where you are in the world. Take a deep breath, slow down, exhale, because Mercury in Taurus is a very different energy compared to Mercury in Aries, right? So in the past 2 months, we have been dealing with and working with Mercury in Aries because of the retrograde. And Mercury in Aries was fast, rush, on the go. Tell me now. Tell me yesterday. I want it done already. Make a decision yesterday already, right? It's like impatient. It just wants to go. Just do this already, right? But with Mercury in Taurus, it's the total opposite. Mercury in Taurus is going to be very different. It's not gun blazing, it's not impatient. Mercury in Taurus wants to slow down, wants to be cool, calm, collected. The triple C, like I said all the time, wants to have extra time to think it through, to process the information, to make sure we think about thoroughly before we maybe make a decision or say something or express something, right? Avoiding jumping to conclusion. Mercury in Taurus is patient, is a great listener and observer, right? You might find yourself maybe finally able to take a deep breath and just slow down with your mind, with the way you're expressing yourself, or maybe you're finally feeling a breath of fresh air and able to slow down and exhale because people around you are slowing down as well, right? Because everyone is feeling that energy. And maybe you find yourself ready to express yourself more and ready to slow down and listen, or vice versa, right? To say what you want to say or hear what others have to say, because Mercury in Taurus is, like I said, is calmer, is more, okay, let's talk about it, let's think it through, right? Mercury in Taurus is also persistent. which can also be very stubborn sometimes, like don't want to budge, I'm this way, that's it, you know, it's just like that, right? Mercury in Taurus can be very fixed because it's a fixed earth sign. So maybe once you made up your mind or you make a decision, you don't want to change. And other might be doing that to you as well, right? So it can be very stubborn. So beware of that energy if it's showing up. And since we're talking about Taurus, Taurus relates to our physical body. It talks about the material world, our sensual experience, behavior, our values, personal and collective, finance and world market. So perhaps during this Mercury and Taurus transit, you might be centering your conversation about money matters, about your personal finance. You might be paying attention to these kind of news, and so on and so forth. And you might also, we might also see more of those kind of news coming up during this transit as well. And since Mercury is already on its full speed, regular speed, so it's traveling fast like usual, Mercury will only stay in Taurus until June 3rd. On May 17th, Mercury just entered Taurus and immediately is going to square Pluto, which is retrograding right now in the sign of Aquarius. So this can be Mercury going down to the underworld to retrieve some news, information, clarity, answer up from the underworld to the physical world, Taurus, right? It's like uprooting some kind of information for you to know. Maybe secrets being revealed, clarity is coming up, more information are coming in if you have been working with something, thinking about something, right? Today, maybe some of us even have to look at some hard truth, right? Maybe something that we didn't know that exists or we don't want to know, we want to avoid, right? And this is about that research energy as well, because Pluto is that underworld energy squaring Mercury. It can be, I really want to get to the bottom of this thing, or well, it's a great energy if you want to do research or get to the bottom of something. But on the downside, this energy can tend to be obsessive as well. So watch out if that's how you're feeling that energy. You're like you with Taurus is a fixed sign too, and Aquarius is also a fixed air sign, so you're like not wanting to let go, you're not willing maybe to budge, you're like you just have to know that obsessive energy. So if that is the case, also try to work with the energy and be a little bit more aware as well. And perhaps this can be collectively some kind of financial stock market news being reviewed, maybe it's a cryptocurrency or so on and so forth, right? So pay attention and see what comes up as well. And then on the 18th, we have a couple aspects happening for us. Yes, almost every day there's something happening, right? So on the 18th, we have Mars conjuncting North Node in Aries. It can be on the 17th nighttime for later time zones. So I would say maybe May 17 and 18, we're probably feeling this energy. This is loud, okay? And not trying to fearmonger, but this can also be quite violent because we're talking about Mars, we're talking about Aries and North Node. So there might be an element of fate involved, right? It just have to happen, right? It's a little bit out of our control. And with Aries, it's definitely going to be loud. Individually and collectively, right? And so this can be on a collective level, right? What we're seeing right now might turn up a notch, big notch, right? I'm talking about wars, aggression, protests, and all these stuff that is happening in the world right now. With today's aspect, this might definitely, unfortunately, be more serious, right? It might be more intense and challenging. There might be more conflict coming up, but we might also see more courageous activism activities around the world as well to call for an immediate permanent ceasefires, right? So like I always say, energy goes both ways, right? And of course, the optimistic side of me want and hope that it will manifest in a more positive way for all of us. And individually, you might find that fire burning within you that you just have to do something. You just have to take that action, make that decision. You want to express yourself, speak your truth, fight for what you believe that is right or real or true for you, right? But also with Mars, it can be accident prone. So please be safe. Whatever you're doing today, right? Take care of yourself a bit more and others around you, whatever you're doing, right? With Aries, we're talking about the head, right? So be careful. Definitely not a great day if you want to schedule any kind of surgery, or yeah, I wouldn't do that. And with that aspect, some of us might feel it more, right? We're more sensitive, so watch out for migraines and headaches and head injuries for sure. And on the same day, we have Venus conjunct Uranus in the sign of Taurus. So this aspect in some way kind of adds to the Mars North Node conjunction, right? Add to that unstable and volatile energy because we have Uranus now taking place. So this is happening in the sign of Taurus, so this can be a Mother Earth, hopefully not natural disaster, but this is how the energy can show up, right? Earthquake and destruction. It can be, environmental. And with Taurus, this can also be our world finance, stock market, cryptocurrency. We might have some extreme up or down during this day as well. And individually for you, it can be, because we're talking about Venus, it can be revelations, breakthrough, or breakups. Like I said, energy always go both ways. This can be you spontaneously, Uranus wanting to take a trip with your loved ones. This can be not just lover, but friends, family members, right? This can be, maybe it can just simply be you wanting to try out a new place, a new restaurant, right? And of course, for some of us, depending how you're feeling this aspect and what kind of human story are you living and moving through, if relationship is a topic, today might be having a breakthrough in your relationship, bringing up to the next level, right? But for some, maybe this is realize that it's just not going to work and call off. Today is the day where you will speak your truth and, hey, you know what? It's really not working. I think it's time to just part ways as well. So depending on your own human story and how it is impacting your own natal chart, right? This can play out differently. And lastly, on the 19th, we have the Sun conjunct Jupiter in Taurus, a Jupiter Cazimi on Sunday. So I love that we have this Jupiter Cazimi to end this week because, oh Lord, we have a heck of a week with all these aspects, right? So I can definitely take a breather. So I love that on Sunday we have this Jupiter Cazimi that is happening in Taurus. So Taurus, like I said, it talks about our sensual experience, our embodiment, right? So this Cazimi definitely is inviting us to slow down, bring our awareness back into our body. How are we feeling? How are we sensing? What are we moving through? Especially with all these intense and unpredictable aspect that's been happening the whole week, right? This can definitely help us to slow down and reflect on them on Sunday as well. Our world is experiencing a lot of things right now, and this Cazimi kind of is here to remind us to listen to our body today. What do we need to slow down a little bit today to feel good, to enjoy the little things, right? Because Taurus is all about the little things. This can be very simple, right? This can be what gives you comfort. Maybe this is a nap. Sleep in a little bit today. Not setting an alarm today. Allow yourself to have that extra sleep, that extra rest. Maybe this is a day where you go out and connect with the nature, have a beautiful walk, to look at the greens, to take that fresh air in. Maybe this is sitting down, be in the stillness and meditate, right? Very Taurus, right? Or this is a day where you have a nourishing meal to refuel your body, your energy. Maybe this is a body massage, right? We're talking about all those sensual experience that the Taurus is all about. So today, if you're able to, I invite you during this Jupiter Cazimi, just close your eyes, take a deep breath, or maybe a few more, and come back and connect with your body and how you're feeling and sensing today. So this wrap up this whole week, a lot of aspect energy, like I said, so do take care of your bodies. Now let's take a look at the card. My goodness. We have the Death, we have Nine of Swords, and lastly we have Knight of Pentacles. So I love how these energies show up all together. So definitely this week, for some, this can be very intense, right? There might be something coming up for you. Like I said, with all the aspect, maybe you're finding out a truth, a secret. A revelation is coming in. You finally see something for what it is for you, right? And for some, this can be like a death and rebirth process, right? Finally you know what to do, or finally you see the truth. Finally you're going to make that decision for yourself. And for some, this can be quite intense mentally, because we have a lot of energy moving through. Like I said, some of the aspect can really be you feeling extra tired, you can have a headache, you can feel restless. So please do take care of yourself. And lastly, remind yourself to take things slow, right? For some people, whatever all these aspects are bringing up, for some of us, this might be a beginning of something new, something you want to move towards, or because of what came up for you, now you're deciding something new for yourself. So everyone's human story is different. Just be patient. I know not everyone loves this word, but give yourself some time and space to process everything, to reflect. Do not rush. See how everything feels. Move through them. Do the Taurus thing. Give yourself time and space to sit on it, meditate, marinate in it, and think it through, right? Moonology card. Full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. Of course, we do have that Mars North Node conjunction, which can be super loud, can be challenging and volatile and intense for some of us. It depends how this is showing up for you. Check out your Aries house. What is the topic about? What are you moving through, right? And first quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. Yes, this is that Jupiter Cazimi wants to remind us that earthy energy to come back, connect with yourself, right? And lastly, we have this oracle card, Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, destiny. Sophia is the Greek word for intelligence, for wisdom. So definitely allow yourself to sit with whatever wants to come up this week for you. Maybe something is being reviewed. Maybe you're having an aha moment, revelation about certain things or an area of your life, right? See what is that for you. Give yourself some time and space to process it, right? Know that whatever comes up is right on time, even though it might not feel that way. And know that there's always a greater plan that we might not know right at the moment, but let it unfold naturally, organically for you, right? Wow, what a week. please take care of yourself, your energy, be gentle with yourself and also others around you. I'm sending you lots of love. I hope some of the message or just one of the message resonate and able to give you some insights or help you move through the week. And if you're interested to work with me, I'm offering all kinds of astrology reading, tarot, akashic records reading. I offer distant reiki energy healing sessions. So if you're interested, my information in the description box below. You can email me, contact me over on Instagram, DM me over there, follow me there as well. I do host in-person and live events sometimes, so pay attention and keep you can keep yourself updated this way as well. And in the meantime, I am wishing you a great week ahead, sending you lots of love. Bye.